To set up our lab, we will need to go to F5 and create an account. Once the account is created and confirmed, we can request a trial license and download the software. So to create your account, you need to go to login.f5.com and sign up for a new account. They're going to send you an email just to verify that you gave them the correct information. And once that's confirmed, you could then go to f5.com/products/trials/product trials, and you can download your trial version. And if you don't have VMware Workstation, or if you'd like to use it so you could follow along exactly like the lab I have, you could download a free trial here. So what it looks like is right here, all you have to do is register for your new account. And then, of course, once you're registered, you have access to a lot of great information. So here is where you download your trial. So you want to go with the 90-day trial. If you choose the 30-day, you're going to get a call from a salesman, and he's going to go through all kinds of stuff, and he's probably not going to give you a trial license unless you actually really need it. So we are going to use the 90-day trial. We're just going to click here to start it up. So here's our 90 days. So we're going to have to generate some registration keys. And you're probably going to want at least two. We'll have to create a second device later on for our failover and HA pair. All right, so if you can see the security key, we'll try and type that in. 02, we're going to generate our keys. It might take up to an hour or two for F5 to email you those keys, and then we could just download our software right here. Of course, we have to accept the agreement on their use. I'm using VMware Workstation, so I need to download the .ova, this one here, and that's going to take some minutes to download. So, of course, you got to choose which side of the country you're on. Okay, while that's downloading, we'll just go over here to VMware Workstation. So here you're going to have to create an account again, and of course that just gives them the right to spam you for the rest of your life. But it is free, so kind of expect that from free stuff. All right, so now we could actually set up our workstation. And to do so, we're going to create some virtual networks, and we need to create 3 of them. So we'll just go to Edit, Virtual Network Editor. We'll add some networks, VMnet1, and that's going to be our 10.10.4 network. So we'll change that. And we need to make sure we uncheck DHCP. Okay, next network is going to be our Apache servers, and that's going to be the 172.16.20 network. Okay, and on this we need to make sure we uncheck DHCP and also uncheck the connect to host virtual adapter. And then our third network is going to be the 192.168.4.0, and make sure you uncheck the DHCP. Okay, we'll apply, and then just press OK. Okay, then we are going to import our Big IP LTM. So we need to accept the license, and to import it's going to take a few minutes, usually about 10 minutes. Okay, once it's imported, we need to assign our virtual networks. So we need to delete one of these, and then we need to use VMnet 3 for our first network, VMnet 1 for our second network, and VMnet 2 for our third network. And we'll just apply. All right, so now that one's ready to go. So the networks we created, VMnet 3 is for our management. That's for connecting to the F5 device. VMnet 1 is going to be our external VLAN, and VMnet 2 is going to be our internal VLAN. So I've actually created a web server and also a XP desktop for your use for this course. And the server, it's an Ubuntu server, and it also has, I think it has 5 Apache servers inside of it. We're only going to use 3 for this course, just for simplicity. But they're there for your use. I wouldn't use them for anything else but this course. So if you'd like to follow along and you haven't downloaded those, please download those now. Okay, we're back to the VMware Workstation. So we're going to go and find where we downloaded the server and the desktop, and we'll start those up. So we're going to open a virtual machine. All right, so F5 server, that is our Ubuntu server with the web servers installed. It should be pre-configured with VMnet 2 and VMnet 1, and make sure they're in this order. So we'll go ahead and start that up. And we'll also start up our XP machine. Okay, for the XP, you want to make sure VMnet 1 is on the top and VMnet 3 is at the bottom. We'll start that one up. Okay, so the startup page, it's got pretty much all the information you need. It has the login information. It's got the IP addresses of the servers attached and the services that those servers will be running. You really don't need to modify. You probably don't even ever need to log into this. It's just there for when we create virtual servers and pools in the LTM. That way we know which, mainly for persistence really, so we know which servers and which pools we're going to. The XP machine, I included this so that you don't have to change the configuration IPs on your desktop that you're using right now or your laptop. This allows this whole network to be self-contained, so you really don't have to do much. It also has PuTTY installed, so you really don't need to download PuTTY. Okay, so at the end, to make this lab self-contained, it's very important that you follow the configurations that are listed here. Make sure the devices are configured with the VMnets in the order that they are shown. Failure to do so could cause you like hours and hours of needless troubleshooting, trying to figure out why it's not communicating, mainly because they're probably not in the right order. So just make sure the VMnets are in the correct order and our IP addresses are assigned correctly for the devices.